You're listening to The Mint Project, the podcast to elevate your knowledge on pregnancy and postpartum fitness, nutrition, and more, along with parenting, business, and advice to keep you living your best life. The Mint Project is led by your expert trainers, Betsy Jones, Kara Forrester, and Jess Carr. With that said, let's do this. All right. Happy New Year, ladies.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What the heck? How is it 2024? I don't understand.
I don't know. I was looking at documents today that said something about our business in 2022, and I was like, wait a second.
Wait,
That's when this
what?
started?
I was thinking about that today too,
Oh.
because I'm like, we technically launched December of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
2022, we were slowly growing, and then 2023, I feel like we really grew up. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
we're like big kids now.
Mhm.
Have you guys had to write 2024 yet? I haven't.
Once,
I did.
and it
Oh no,
felt
I
wrong.
did. I have to write it
Felt wrong.
today.
I've
It's
been
weird.
trying to journal every day starting.
Ooh, yeah,
I
that
started
was
last
mine.
week. I didn't even start yesterday. I started last week because I'm like, why would I wait to start a habit? Let's just start now.
Yes.
So I wrote it yesterday. Yep. I did.
Yep.
That is so
Same,
true.
I wrote it in a
It's- yeah.
journal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I started an online journal once because when I don't know why, but when I write for too long, my hand starts hurting, and then I just stop because my hand hurts, even though I have more thoughts.
Yeah.
Isn't
But-
that sad that we can't bear to write for very long anymore?
I know.
Our hands are so
Too much.
deconditioned from
Too
writing.
much.
Yeah, literally how you used to have to do things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and it used to be worse. They used to have to etch their thoughts into stones.
Etch their
We've come
thoughts
a long
into
way.
stone.
Now all we have to do is talk, and our thoughts get recorded.
Yeah,
Like now.
crazy.
Thank you, Riverside.
Thank you, technology.
We appreciate you.
No hand cramps over here.
Not today.
2 questions. Did you stay up until midnight?
Yes.
You
Very
did.
I
much.
actually did.
And
Yeah.
This was the first year I stayed up until midnight in probably 4 years.
Yeah,
Mila
it's
wanted
been
to
a
stay
while.
up, and I'm like, oh,
You've entered that stage. You're gonna keep being up for the next
yeah.
10 years with
Yep.
her.
until she can go do her own thing, and then I'm probably going to be up worrying about her.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're never.
Yeah.
It's over now. You're never
Oh,
gonna get to
You're
sleep.
never gonna
Yeah.
on New
sleep
Year's Eve.
again.
I know. And then second question, do you set resolutions, quote unquote?
I'm kind of against it because I'm kind of against anything that's cliche and that is, you have like you said, Kara, why would I wait to start that now?
Yeah.
But I will go ahead and suck it up and say I haven't made any, but there's definitely that fresh thought of these are the things
Yeah.
that I reflect on from the past year. These are the things that I've been wanting to change. And now that everybody online is making me feel motivated with all their change,
Right.
I'm going to be intentional about it. A word is I say what feels like
Yeah.
have an intention for the year. One specific.
I like
kind of
that.
vibe
I
or
like
intention.
intentions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of like to look. I like to review the year, and then I like to think what am I proud of about the year?
Yeah.
What could I do better? I
Mhm.
kind of also do the same thing on my birthday because I feel like the new year is a new year, calendar year, but my birthday is literally a new year of my life. And so I like to kind of do the same thing.
Ooh,
I like
love
that.
Yeah. And it's not, and maybe I don't necessarily set all these goals, but it's just a kind of check in. Where am I going? And I do kind of like to set goals. Like I started the trying to journal thing. One resolution though, that I am proud of myself. Actually, it didn't start as a resolution. Last year, me and one of my sisters, we were doing this healthy eating thing. And we decided we were going to drink a gallon of water a day until April when our other sister got married. And then when I was done, what? You have to get out. What?
This is our podcast. Motherhood in new terms.
Yep.
Children on the podcast.
Okay, I'll come deal with it in a second. Can you get out? Get out.
I'm only happy about it because Kira's so patient.
You guys,
Every
I'm
once in a
not.
while, she's like, she's at her limit.
It's kind of satisfying to
You
hear
guys
her
think
irritation.
I'm
I know, I
patient.
know.
I'm not patient.
Never.
Did I mute or no? Does the mute
No.
work or not?
We like it.
And I'm
It's
glad,
real life.
honestly.
Yeah, it's real life.
She's coming to tell me that she's not going to flush the toilet because she's going to put too much toilet paper. I'm like,
Oh my
I will
God.
deal with that later. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
not
anyways.
right now.
My God.
Yes.
So yeah.
No.
So
I like
anyways, I am happy though because I got to April. I was drinking the water every day, a gallon. And then I thought, why would I quit this? We're getting into summer where it's starting to get hot and I was still nursing.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so beneficial. I'm already in the habit. And it almost has become to a point where it's harder for me not to drink the gallon of water because I can feel it. So while it's still a little bit difficult sometimes or almost every day, there you go, Bets, to get it in.
Oh my God.
It's still kind of difficult to get it in. It's almost worse when I don't, right? And I think that's when you know that you've created like a habit is when it's harder not to do it. So I'm just going to continue that because it's been great and I feel good.
I have like a very mixed feelings because I hate the January 1st resolution like that are super extreme and that we're only starting because then they fall off in like 2 weeks, right? It's like you said, Kara, what habits can I start working on? Because those are the things that get you to your goal. So instead of like, I'm going to eat X, Y, and Z, it's like, okay, can I eat more whole foods or can I walk more or can I commit to getting a couple workouts in every week? Like, I just feel like when people set these, and like you said, why are we waiting until January 1st? You know, you've probably, if you want to lose weight, you've probably been thinking about it for the last 6 months and you're just pushing it. My dad does this. He's like, oh, January 1st, every single year. So this year I'm like, Dad, we're creating some like meal templates that you can create habits. Like these are some options for breakfast. Cause he'll be like, I'm just going to eat a lean cuisine for dinner. Like, no, because you'll do that for 2 weeks and then you'll go back to
that.
Like, and I'm also like, let's look back on last year and like, what can I change? A lot of mine were like, I need to not say yes to everything and I need to be better at setting boundaries and, time management and stuff like that. So all about like working on yourself, but pick things that are realistic and like that are long term.
Yeah. And don't just say, like you said, don't just say, I'm going to lose weight January 1st. I'm going to start doing that. It's like, okay, well, what's your plan to do that, and then make it realistic. It just goes back to all the goal setting things. Yeah.
Love it. Cool.
One of the ones fitness wise that I want to do is start rucking, like just walking with
I like
a weighted vest on, or we did a workout yesterday where you just did carries and it's such a nice, like not intense, but still really effective and gets you outside more type exercise. So.
Yeah.
And quick bonus, if you're a mom and you're carrying your baby in a backpack or, whatever, you are rucking. Yeah. Like I ruck very often.
You do.
Whenever we go hiking, I'm carrying someone.
Yes, you are.
It just got so cold here. So it's like, I need to get one of those mini treadmills that you can, like, it's like a walking pad.
I got one.
Yes. You did?
Yes.
You need to send me which one.
I got it for Christmas, and it's cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's only 45 pounds. So it's like you can move it around.
Right.
We're still trying to find the best place to put it. That's been kind of hard. I got it for his office, but it won't really fit with everyone else.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Okay.
So anyways, it's cool. It's fun. I like
it. Send me a link because I've been looking at them and there's so many. I need a small one too. But I also need to get my dog out for walks, but she also can't walk very long in the cold because she's got arthritis.
Oh, baby.
So it's just a double-edged sword. I force myself to go out and then we go for a little bit and she's like, okay, I want to go home.
Yeah. Start limping.
I know. It's so sad. Anywho, all right. So speaking of years and New Year's, today on the podcast, we are doing a little year in review of 2023, mostly about like kind of what we've learned, what we experienced with the Mint Project, but maybe a little bit of like what's happened in the fitness industry and mom life type stuff we can throw in there. So going back to basically a year ago, we were at Wodapalooza in Miami, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I feel like we've come a long way since then, but
Yeah, a lot's happened.
And that was only a year.
Yeah, crazy. So Wodapalooza, how we got there. Kara, this was your idea. So you give the backstory on like how we got there.
Okay, so just if you're not aware, Wodapalooza is a big CrossFit competition. It's in Miami. It's outside. It's like on the bayfront. It's really fun. It's got really good energy. And there's like an individual competition. There's team competition. And it's cool because there's like elite CrossFitters that are there, but also not elite CrossFitters that are there. So it's just like a big mix of people. Anyway, so we went there, but the story of how we got there to Wodapalooza is I think in 2022, in March or something, I got an email from Gymshark.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a gift card from them. And so I just get their emails. And it was saying like they're doing this
Changemaker
Grant. Yeah, Changemaker Grant. So they were looking for 3 female-owned companies that are changing the strength and conditioning world for women. And it was going to be a $10,000 grant, and they were going to do a business mentorship as well. And so I emailed it to everyone, all the girls, and we were like, we need to apply. So we applied. We all applied. I think Ray applied for us too. We just had multiple people apply so that they would see it. And then we just kind of forgot about it because we had other things to do. We were filming a bunch of our programs, writing new programs, writing our trainer's course, filming that. I had a baby.
Yeah.
And then literally I was still in the NICU with my baby. And I remember this so clearly. It was like the first time I was able to hold her after 3 days of her being alive, and I hadn't got to hold her. So it was really special.
Trainers, did you know that 85% of women will become pregnant in their lifetime? This means that you will work with pregnant and postpartum clients. So get the information you need to safely and effectively guide your clients through this chapter of their fitness journey and become an expert in the space. Not only will you learn about movement, you'll learn about nutrition and mindset from fertility through pregnancy to postpartum, as well as how to market yourself as a professional in this space. You'll interact with the Mint experts throughout the course, giving you the guidance and accountability to finish and get to work. Head to themintproject.com and go to the education tab to learn more.
And like 2 hours after that, I got a Marco Polo from Jess. And she was like, she's like, sorry, I look like a rat. But she like just come out of the shower. It's so funny. Her hair was so wet.
I was like naked.
I actually found it. I saved it because Marco was going to get rid of our stuff. And I was like, that's a good one. But she was like, girls, we won the Changemaker Grant from Gymshark. And I was like, what?
First of all,
we applied for like 8 months ago. We forgot about.
I know. Well, what's funny is I had that package for like probably 6 days before I opened it. Really? Betsy was there the entire time. She was at my house visiting. And I got the package and I was thinking it was just like swag because when we applied, they asked for our size and like, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm like, oh, it's probably just swag. Like Betsy was coming, so I was like frantically cleaning my house. So I set it aside like a week later. And why I opened it like after I got out of the shower and then I was like,
oh, let me look at this.
Hi,
you probably thought,
I'm naked. Some leggings to put on. And I opened it and I'm like, oh my God, like
we won.
Wait. So yeah, we won the $10,000 grant and
really exciting.
Yeah.
That really
so anyways,
changed a lot for us because
it did. It really, I think it started, it got the ball rolling. So we got that money, which was, thank you, Jim, for doing that. It was really cool actually. And the 2 other companies that won with us doing amazing work for refugees and also
Mm-hmm.
women in religious areas in Europe, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And so it was really cool. But anyway, so we decided to use some of that money to go to Wodapalooza and just do some marketing. Like, we don't really know what's going to come of this, but we're going to
Yeah.
go. We're going to walk around in all of our clothes. We're going to just talk to people. And then through Gymshark, we got a little gig at Noah Olson's dad's gym, because Noah Olson was releasing something with Gymshark. And
Oh
so they're
yeah.
like, why don't you come set up a booth at the gym? And so we're like, okay. And it was all day, and we had our booth back there, and it was in the back corner of the outdoor part. No one came to see us
I think we
except
met like two people maybe.
okay, well,
Yeah.
listen, we talked to a lot of
Client-wise.
people, but no one really came back to our booth other than two
Mhm.
people. And those two people were like the start of so many cool
Yeah.
things. So the first
Uh-huh.
one was Michelle, and she was our first ever trainer,
Yeah,
a
Mhm.
mint
Michelle.
mint trainer. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
She was the first one to ever buy our trainer's course. She just came and talked to us for a bit, and then I think a month or two later, she had bought the course,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which we were
Yep.
so pumped for. So that was a really good connection, and she's doing amazing right now, training
Mhm.
pregnant and postpartum women.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is. And then Alex from Pliability, because Pliability, Noah Olson is a Pliability athlete. So they were there doing some mobility and cool down stuff after the workout
Mhm.
that he put on for everyone. And so, yeah, Alex came back and she talked to us, and she's high up in Pliability. And she was like, hey, we're actually looking for someone right now to do a pregnancy mobility pathway with us. And we were like, that's cool. And we were just talking and we exchanged info. And then lots of amazing things came from that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why we were at Wodapalooza, but so many
Yeah.
good things. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that just goes to show that like we went there, I don't think we had any expectations, but we kind of
No.
put
Mhm.
ourselves out there. We really like tried to network. We introduced
Mhm.
ourselves to Noah. We kind of networked with his now wife a little bit. We met with some of the chiropractors there. Like our
And
goal was
just
just to talk to people.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Bets.
And at the venue itself, like going around to different booths and talking to other business
Mhm.
owners and figuring out who we want to collaborate with, who do we want to cooperate with, who knows of good opportunities for us, how do we grow, just really looking
Oh,
to learn and
yeah.
everything too.
And another person we met who he doesn't remember, we met Shane,
Oh yeah.
Tia
Oh
Claire
yeah.
Toomey's husband,
Oh my
and
gosh, I
because Tia was
forgot about
pregnant,
that.
and we were like, oh my gosh, we have to at least go introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So he knows that there's a resource out there in case they want it, you
Yeah.
know. And then we were like, wouldn't it be so cool if we did something with Tia? Like, that would be amazing, blah, blah, blah. So,
Foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
Yes,
Pretty
which
crazy.
brings us to March when we ended up. So after Wodapalooza, we kept in touch with Pliability and secured that project with them. And then I don't remember, it might have been February when we found out that Tia, Toomey, or like the
The
goat,
6-time
the
fittest woman on earth.
yes.
Really
If you're
good.
not into or if you don't do CrossFit, which is totally fine if you don't, but if you do, you know who she is. She's
Yes.
basically the best female CrossFitter of all time.
Mhm.
She came back in October, which we'll get to kind of dominate. She kind of made her comeback at the Rogue Invitational. So, but anyways, we found out that she was going to be the model for the pregnancy program that we were running or doing with Pliability, which I think we were all that was kind
Pretty
of that
shocked.
moment of like I
What?
remember getting off the call with Pliability and being like, do you guys understand that we're gonna like hop on a Zoom call with Tia next week?
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
it was funny because I remember when they were like, okay, so we've decided to go with you guys, you know, this is our schedule, this is our timeline. And the reason it's so fast, and they're like, oh, did we tell you who's going to be the model yet? They said, it's going to be, do you guys know who Tia-Clair Toomey is? And we were like,
do
yeah. And
you
they go, are you in? And we're like, oh, I don't know. Let's think about it.
yeah.
We were
Yeah,
like,
we
yeah,
don't
I
know
think we're in.
yet.
So,
Well, and I think one thing like that we learned from that, because I think anyone in that situation, no matter how long you've been doing something or how much you think you know about something, like that's a lot of pressure. And so we all kind of, I think, felt maybe a little bit of that imposter syndrome
for
for a little
sure.
bit,
Yeah.
or like,
Hmm.
ooh, are we the right people to be doing this? And are we going to put out a good like product? And we just jumped in and did it. Like we had
We
to
just trusted
overcome
our
some of those
instinct,
fears.
and
Yeah.
worked together. And as that
We had to
program
learn a
started to
lot
like
too, for sure.
be on paper and we saw it coming to life, it was like, oh, this is perfect. This is
Yeah.
perfect. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. We're like, we can do this. Like it
Mm-hmm.
definitely was, yeah, like you said, we learned as we went, but definitely not a reason to turn down something just because you've
You're
maybe
scared.
never worked on or you're scared. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was really scary.
It was very overwhelming that first project that we did. We learned so much. Oh my gosh, I learned so much. And it's really cool to like not just about mobility, like I started, dove into the education there, but also just about different platforms of how people, put out their products, and how I've never been to any kind of like, I mean, we shot our programs, but this was like on a bigger scale, bigger level. I'm learning so much about like directing, not that I'm directing, but all these different
You
things
did
that you
a
have to
lot.
think of when you put a program together like this. And so it was really cool, just a great experience.
Yeah, and so Kara also had to manage coaching Tia through some of these movements while having Ayla, her baby, at the shoot with us because she was still breastfeeding. So there's a really cool photo on our Instagram of Kara breastfeeding while also like talking to Tia because we were on there was like some madness that put us on a even shorter schedule than we were supposed to be on. And so I think also
crazy.
I think we learned a little bit about ourselves during all of that too, as far as like working with different personalities and, being assertive and knowing.
Being assertive.
But
also
boundaries
as a business.
And I learned a lot too, even just like being the working mom, like I'm like, I can do this, I can take care of her and do it at the same time. But I realized it is fine to be like, no, it's okay to ask someone for help. And it's like, it was so nice. So at literally the last second, we flew Betsy's sister, Margaret, out
Sister Margaret,
to Nashville because we were in Nashville. She's the best.
She's a VIP.
She saved me that.
She'll be with us at Wodapalooza this year. Come meet Sister Margaret.
Come meet Sister Margaret. She's in a lot of our promotional materials. So
she's
our
amazing.
Model and our assistant.
And she helped me out so much. And it was just so nice to know that someone was taking care of Ayla so I could focus on what I was doing. It was a great time.
I'm laughing because we picked her up from the airport.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Was that the Nashville airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a terrible place.
It's very scary because it's like a large circle and you can't stop. Like you can't like at Detroit, you can stop and wait for people. You can stop and wait for people to pick them up.
Slow down. People have to
there is a man. There is a man with a whistle. Whistling and moving people along, and we tried to pull over and pretend like we didn't we played the I'm not from around here. So we pull over and this person comes and knocks on our windows like, you can't stop here. So we just had to circle, and Margaret literally had to run and jump into the car.
Oh my goodness.
There's a video of that somewhere of her jumping into a moving
funny. I've actually never seen that
somewhere. It was pretty funny.
Anyways, so yeah. That was great. So yeah, and it's cool circling back to Wodapalooza that 1 year later we are now going to have a full booth experience at Wodapalooza.
Yeah.
So
that's exciting.
Come see us there. We're going to have our program or any of our programs. Hey, Mint Mamas and Trainers, if you enjoyed our information, you will love our programs and resources. We have a pregnancy fitness program, postpartum program, along with guides on movement modifications and nutrition, all designed to help you safely and effectively stay active through pregnancy and return to exercise postpartum. You can even bundle our programs and save so that your whole journey is covered. You can find all of these resources at themintproject.com.
Did our challenge today. Had a few people test it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So come by the booth and try it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come by our booth. And then also, if you're interested in that Pliability Pregnancy Mobility Program, that's always linked in the show notes too.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
okay, moving on. And these are just like the highlights. So if I missed anything, you guys let me know. So May, we launched it started as Mom Strong Strength and Conditioning. So as a lot of you know, we have always specialized since we launched as a pregnancy and postpartum specialty fitness company. We really wanted to serve moms in pregnancy and early postpartum, help them work out safely and effectively through those chapters because it is confusing and there's not a lot of information out there and a lot of misinformation. And then from there, we were like, okay, so once a mom finishes our postpartum program, can she go from there? Because maybe she's still working out at home, or maybe she's going to a gym and she wants a program to follow. So we launched what we called a strength and conditioning program at the time. We've actually just rebranded it to Strong Full Body. We thought it just spoke a little bit more to how the program is run and the results it gets, and like just a little bit of, I think, what the intention is for the program. It is a
Yeah,
full
for
body
sure.
strength program. Yes, there's some conditioning, but it's not your typical athletic strength and conditioning program. It's really
It's
focused
not
on,
performance based.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
based
it's
on
like
like
I want to look
body
good, feel good.
composition. Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to look good. I want to feel good. I don't have a lot of time to do that. So how can I do that in the most effective way? And Betsy, I want you to talk a little bit more about it because you guys are really the brains behind the programming and, what results people can get from it.
Yeah, so my husband and I had a CrossFit gym for roughly 10 years. I think it might have been closer to 11, but towards the end, we de-affiliated with CrossFit. Nothing against them. We were changing our programming and wanted the message to be clear. And then closed our gym down and continued training at home. And that just really that type of training is what we stuck with. It just became much more sustainable as not only we were getting older, but clients were getting older and wanting a little bit more of a like tendon health version of strength. So anyway, a lot of the movements you'll have supersets that very often are slow and controlled. That's really the name of the game. We don't do a whole lot of fast and heavy or Olympic lifting. There's a lot of one-sided stuff, but yeah, brute strength, slow and controlled stuff. And then typically at the end of each day, there's some sort of Metcon, some sort of conditioning piece. Then there will be others days, like we did a whole like season where it was just zone 2, get comfortable in zone 2, and then we graduated from that. There's still cycles, like we did a lunge cycle, we've done a squat cycle. I think we're about to start another lunge cycle. There will be core cycles just depending on the time of the year. But it's been great in my opinion. It is nice to be able to do some strength, get my muscles feeling like they're getting quote unquote toned. I used to hate that term,
Yeah.
but honestly I do still kind of hate that term, but it is the best description for what a lot of women are looking for.
Yeah.
And I think what women kind of have never or didn't understand, and I didn't really understand, there's a lot of misconception that getting strong means you're going to get bulky, but getting toned means like you need to do cardio all the time. If you want to be quote unquote toned, you need muscles. That's what that
Yes.
look is. That's muscular. Are you going to get, CrossFit level athlete bodies? Probably not unless you're training at high intensity, super strong, 4 hours a day with a dialed in nutrition and recovery, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera. That is not at all what this is. This is get it in an hour. If you're a busy mom with a kid taking a nap or an hour to spare, even less, it's based on 45 minutes, but we've just now started integrating if you don't have time to get this in today and you need just like 20 to 30 minutes, do this. And for me personally, it has worked so well because I love how I feel when I exercise. I love how I feel once I start getting into it. I love feeling strong.
Mhm.
But the second my son is not with me, I think, okay, I have to be productive so that when he is with
Yeah.
me next, I can give him my full attention. And which makes it very difficult for me to get motivated to work out. Because if it's going to take an hour and a half, 2 hours, that's a valuable chunk of time. So instead, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm getting a true full body workout. I'm getting my muscles strong and toned. I'm getting my heart rate up a little bit, and I'm still having enough time for all the things I need to get done and for my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
guys do a great job with that program.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I
it's-
love it. I follow it and I know it's our program, but I don't write it, so I'm not super biased. I love the programming. I do it 3 to 4 times a week, and like Betsy said, there's days where I only have 20 minutes. So I love that feature we just added because I'm a coach, so I understand how to cut things down, but I think
Yeah.
for a lot of moms it's overwhelming to look at something and be like, gosh, how do I, or feel like you're kind of like cheating if you're trying to cut something out when it's really not. You're still getting the intention of the workout. We're just giving you options to shorten it and be more efficient with that shorter amount of time. So I love that there's lifting. I love that there's a little bit of conditioning. I never feel like dead on the floor from it. I always feel good, which is like, for me, now that I'm working at, like, if I'm going to the gym, I can push some limits a little bit easier. When I go down in my basement, I need something that I'm like, I know I'm going to feel good after this workout. There's days where I can push myself to that, laying on the floor afterwards, but I feel more motivated doing this style of training to actually do it on my own, like, because I know I'm going to like what I'm doing. So I know I feel like I'm doing like a little marketing sales pitch after all of these, which was not the intention,
we're very
but
proud of that.
yes,
that this year.
yeah,
It's come a long way, and I
yeah,
think we really it's become something that's very niche to how we work now. So we're
yeah,
really proud of
exactly.
that, I think, all of us.
So yeah. If you're a mom and you want to try a program, there's a free trial. So that'll be in our show notes, or you can just go to our website and find it. But again, that's for if you're not pregnant, not postpartum. We also have programs for that, but this is for that mom that's further along, recovered postpartum. And it's also cool because you get to chat with other moms that are doing the same workouts on the same days. So that's fun to kind of see what other people are doing, and not in a competitive way, but how'd you do it that? Or what are you modifying? Yeah.
On an island working out by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a busy mom who wants to get strong, keep up with your kiddos, not to mention look and feel amazing without spending hours in the gym, we have good news. Our program, Mom Strong by Mint Strength and Conditioning, is the perfect program for all of the above. Designed with the busy mom in mind, this 4-day-a-week program can be done at the gym or at home during nap time in 45 minutes. It is time to get mom strong. For all the details, head to themintproject.com. So, next one, October, is when we went to the Rogue Invitational, which was super fun. We got to hang out with Tia a little bit again and the Pliability crew. We can't give out a ton more information, but I'm sure you can kind of make some assumptions of what is coming from that. So we're super excited. That should be coming soon, like an announcement from Pliability on that. But Rogue was fun, man. We had some interesting sleeping or housing
We've learned
bathroom
a lot about
setups.
traveling this year. We've learned
Airbnb
so much
tips
about booking hotels, Airbnbs, what to look for, what to make sure you don't have. We now what was it? What was that hotel in Nashville? It was officially our favorite line of hotels. The Element.
What was it?
Element line
Element.
by
That was
Courtyard
nice.
Marriott.
Other than disclaimer, you had to have a what is it? Valet. That was annoying.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
else was amazing. It was a good hotel. Yeah.
It was great. Great vibe. Great
Yeah, love that
great
hotel.
beds.
Great breakfast.
Great breakfast.
Wish
Oh,
there
the
was
breakfast
parking,
was so
but-
good.
Yeah. You know,
But
can't
yeah,
have
we
it
will
all.
definitely, we're not doing a hotel for Wodapalooza. We're doing an Airbnb.
That's right.
But we will be back at an Element for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully our Airbnb, it does have a door. Our
A door in the
Airbnb,
bathroom?
Fingers crossed for this Airbnb.
oh my God. Our Airbnb in,
Oh my gosh.
where were we? Austin area for the Rogue Invitational.
Mhm.
First of all, we're sharing an Airbnb with how many people were there?
Multiple
10?
people. Friends.
12.
All
10-ish
friends.
apprentice, there were
Great
girls, there
time.
were
Very
boys.
fun.
Amazing time. But
Yeah.
the bathroom door was a barn door, and there was like a
Not
gap,
flush.
and not flush. You could see when you were peeing or whatever you had to do, you could see through the door.
Into
So
the
like people were
entryway /
walking
living
by.
room.
It was really bad for people who already have trouble going potty in public. It's just
And traveling.
wasn't good.
Yeah.
Pottying in public, it was not. It was,
good
and
news
then
is
our
a lot of people
hotel.
Yes, our hotel had this same barn
Yeah,
door
that was
issue.
weird.
That was weird.
If that's a trend
Why?
that's starting to happen,
Nah,
note to all of our listeners,
Just don't.
skip it. Don't do that one. It's not
No,
functional.
it's
Not
not
on the bathroom. Not on the bathroom. Don't do it on
We
the
need a
bathroom.
seal.
It's not good for sound. We need a sound barrier, and we
Smell
don't.
barrier. There's lots of
Smell
things.
barrier.
A sight barrier. Sight,
All
lots
the
of
senses
things.
need to be covered.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Rogue was fun. Remember, I think it was the first morning we were there. We went for a walk and we're like, we're just gonna walk. Also, I was sick, and so I was like, I'm not gonna go to the gym. I'm just gonna go for a walk. But then we happened upon this
Oh my
lovely group
God.
of women doing
What were they
Zumba in the
called?
park.
Yes. Oh, something
something
Tina
fit.
Cardio.
Tina Cardio.
We
Oh
have
yeah,
to
Tina
tag them.
Cardio. And so we saw them and they looked like they were just having a blast. And I was like, I want to go join that. And so we walked up and we said, can we join in? And they were so pumped to have us.
So cool.
And we did 3 songs and I was like dying. I was sweaty.
tired.
It was very humid
was really
outside
fun.
at the time.
Oh
as
yeah, it
well.
was very
Yeah.
But
And I
it was
think-
a fun
yeah.
time.
And
they
That
were
was
like,
so
"Come back."
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So
Yes, that was
it's
fun.
it's fun to just do things like that, kind of.
Yeah.
We could have just walked by and been like, "Oh, that looks fun," but
Yeah.
instead we were just
We
like,
Kara
joined.
would never let that happen. She's
I
like,
know.
"Get in
I had to
there."
join in the
Yes.
Zumba.
You're
Yeah,
good.
that
So
was
yeah,
very,
so
very fun.
it was fun. But yeah, lots of other things at Rogue. Who Greg won an eco bike.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The street parking.
Kara made me do the challenge and we tied, and I didn't want to do it, and we
Yeah.
tied, so we had to do it twice.
Twice.
Oh my God, I was dying.
Yeah,
So
Jess is
fun.
good. She's fast on that eco bike.
The first
Really
time,
fast.
not the second. The second round, I was like, "Ooh, these legs are
You go on
done."
ahead, Kara.
Yeah, you go ahead, girl. You go.
It was fun.
It's always
Yeah.
fun when we get to be together, which I mean, I
Yeah.
swear, every time we're together, the second it starts, I'm like already sad that it's going to end.
I know.
You
So
can't
we're
just
excited
get
we get
It's
to be
already
together in
over.
1 week, probably when this launches,
Oh
we'll be
yeah.
together. Or almost
Yeah,
together.
we will.
For
Mhm.
6 whole
1 week.
days.
Yeah.
Kara is
Oh my gosh.
competing at Wodapalooza this year.
That's right. How did we
That's
forget to
what-
say?
Yeah, intermediate division with 2 of my friends, so it'll be really fun.
So watch for
Yeah.
her.
Mhm.
I'm excited
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2024 is going to be fun. It's fun.
Yes. What's coming in 2024? Wodapalooza. We'll
Mhm.
probably have some new programs coming out.
Mhm.
Kara's going to be traveling the globe doing seminars at a bunch of
Yeah.
gyms.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you have a gym
Uh,
that you want us to come to, let us know. Whether you're a trainer
Yep.
or a mom, we're doing seminars to just kind of basic stuff that we cover, intros, little high level view of what our trainers course teaches.
Yeah.
I really hope that we are going to impact a lot of trainers this year. That's something I'm
Yeah.
excited for. I think that,
Yeah.
yeah, it's becoming, we're having a sale soon on it, right?
Yes. We actually have a
Is it?
sale going on right now.
Is that a
Back to
secret?
the marketing
Whoopsie.
lady.
Now everyone
No,
knows.
we do. I sent out an email. If you're on our email list, you saw
yeah.
there is a sale going on for our trainers certification right now. So I think our whole mantra in 2024 is to just expand our reach. Like we grew like crazy in 2023. But we just want to reach more trainers, more moms, have a bigger impact in 2024. And so in order to do that, like we're not a company that's constantly doing sales on any of our programs, because we do believe they're really valuable, but we also want to make them more accessible to moms and trainers. So we lowered the price of our ongoing full body program recently as well, just again because we want more moms to be able to have access. Same thing with the trainer certification. This is a really great time if you're thinking about getting certified because it's at a really good price. We wanted to open it up. So if you had goals in 2024 to become a trainer who can work with pregnant and postpartum clients, it is at a really accessible price right now, especially because you can break it up into payments. So we'll put that link in our bio too. But I mean, I can't speak enough to, I know the trainers that have gone through that are kind of crushing it now because that's kind of become one of their niches. And it doesn't have to be your niche, but it opens you up to more clients who you can serve. And I mean, at the price it's at, if you sell training in packages, it's one pregnant client. So
yeah,
it's really a no-brainer.
Really exciting, yeah. I wish it had been around when I was a trainer.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right. Anything else, ladies? 2024 predictions? Any
predictions?
Tia predictions, or who's gonna win the games, or
I don't know.
This year.
Oh, she will. Did you say
who?
Mal?
Mal O'Brien.
I thought you said Noah.
Oh, Mal. I think she said Mal O'Brien.
I thought you said Noah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It'll be interesting
Well,
to
that's
see.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Very interesting. Cool.
And they're in Texas this year.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's right. Oh, so we'll for sure be there. So yeah, you'll find us there.
Back in Texas.
When's that? August?
Once again.
Sweating our balls off.
You guys, seriously, August.
Sorry.
It was hot enough in October and humid.
Yeah.
Although last day
I like the
freezing.
heat.
Maybe I'll have cool by then. Probably not. Don't get your hopes up.
I mean, the one you had was
the kitty
really
blow-up
nice.
pool looked
My
nice.
blow-up pool will do the trick. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
All right. Cool. Thanks, ladies. Cheers to 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for listening to The Mint Project. If you enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and leave us a 5-star review and follow us on Instagram at The Mint Project. Project is spelled Prjct. You can also visit our website for free resources, courses, merch, and more at themintproject.com. Until next time, keep crushing it.